Hey guys, welcome to Guys on Draft. We are hurtling toward 1,000 videos.
Sprawling.
Yeah, crazy. And hey, if you don't know, this show, we're guys and we draft things.
14,000.
14,000 subs.
14,000 subs. Thank you.
We crossed the 14,000 sub plateau.
If you could each donate $1.
Yes, that would be, if you could each donate
Would help a
$1,
lot.
this table that is shaky.
I thought you were going to, you could save a kid.
No,
Would be replaced.
for us.
Hey,
Dollar
so
less
we
than
are
a
on
day.
every form of social media: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X. What else? YouTube.
No, this is probably not keeping people around.
Like and subscribe. Give 3 likable guys a break. We need some traction.
That's true. What are we doing today?
So today's episode is going to be best sitcom characters of all time.
That's right.
So
All time, yeah.
You can go as far back as you want to. Last week we had a great episode. It was
pretty
favorite
good.
Summertime snacks or treats.
Treats, whatever, yeah.
Yeah, you went real heavy sweet.
Heavy on the sweets.
Yeah, Jay was a little
Sweet guy.
bit more mixed. I don't remember
We were
Jay's,
mixed.
but
I don't see Jay as a mixed guy. But I guess it made sense.
I don't remember what I had. I had turkey leg. I remember
You did
turkey
have
leg.
a turkey leg. Yeah, you did.
That was
yeah.
fifth.
Yeah, I had watermelon, which I think I had corn on the cob.
Yeah. You had a hot dog?
I had burgers.
Who had a hot
Burgers
dog?
on the grill. Mark had
Mark had-
glizzies.
You had the glizzies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
1-1.
don't watch
That was
last
1-1.
episode that made fun of me.
1-1 was glizzy. Yeah.
I rewatched when I was watching the episode. Is just tear down Jay for like 10 minutes.
What's it?
Did
Oh,
we
yeah,
really?
yeah.
Or was it about the
food-
Stouffer stuffing? And
Yeah.
Sloppy
Yeah.
Joe's? I think
Yeah,
that's what it
Sloppy
was,
Joe's.
right?
But when he told me that he's shocked that we talk about him, but Steve Wise, when he's like, I don't know, the Sloppy Joe fountain sounds pretty good.
I got to be honest with
There
you.
you go, Steve.
I haven't wanted a Sloppy Joe that bad in years, but we got done with that episode.
Did you get them?
If there had been a Sloppy Joe shack
Yeah.
out here, I would have gone. Yeah.
That's what Claremont's missing.
Maybe we need
Maybe you
a
should.
food
Jay's
truck.
Sloppy Joe
Jay's
shack.
Sloppy Joe Shack.
Jay's Sloppy Shack.
Sloppy J Joe's.
Anyways,
So what
why don't we
drafted
spin the
today?
wheel?
Oh, we said it already.
Why don't we
Recap
spin
the
the wheel
last-
here? You know, I have not been 1-1 in a long time. And I'm not going to be 1-1, damn it, again.
Nice.
Jay, you are 1-1, man.
Yeah,
And
baby.
I think you need it. And just
need
so
it.
you know, Jay, you actually
Dominate.
have to get the names right. You can't just say that one guy from that show.
We have to say the character name, right? Not
Yeah,
the
yeah.
actor or actress.
Damn it. Phil, you are second and I am third. Wow.
That's good.
So I know that Jay will probably take one of mine.
Probably.
I'm curious.
Yes, you were.
Are you going to be drafting like, I think I know. Are you going to be drafting like trying to appeal? Or are you going to be drafting your personal opinion?
No, I'm drafting I have a distinct taste. Yeah, I do. Like, and there's a character that makes a type of character that makes me laugh, and I'm drafting those guys.
I'm kind of all over the place.
Yep.
I have my personal favorites, and I have one that are like, everybody's like, yeah,
Good
yeah.
one.
Yeah,
That's a guy that
That's the
he's
guy.
there.
Yeah, he's good. All right, I got it.
Yeah.
Well, you're up.
All right. Number one, my favorite TV show of all time, the best comedy of all time, better than Friends by far, Kramer.
Yeah, this is good.
Oh, wow.
This would have been in my 1-1 discussion.
He just had so many stupid hijinks that I love George Costanza. I love Elaine. Jerry was the pure straight man who said funny stuff, but he wasn't as crazy as the other ones. Just the door entrance set the tone for what he was.
Yeah.
And the episodes of levels inside of his apartment and putting Japanese people into giant dressers that they could sleep in.
He probably was, and I'm trying to think, physical humor, like the pratfalls falling, like the weird entries. I don't know of a better actor. Like Will Ferrell's pretty good with that too. Like there's character. Chris Farley was great with
I
that.
think Chris Farley's probably the best.
Yeah. I mean, but they're right there. But Kramer, man, it was awesome.
Yeah.
He was awesome.
Kramer is hilarious.
Remember when he was prior to Kramer, he was on a live sketch show called Fridays.
Yeah.
And if you want to laugh and laugh a lot, you got to look up his name in real life, which I'm blanking on.
Something Richards.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Something Richards. Trying on jeans in a store dressing room. One of the funniest physical comedy scenes of all time. So,
And I love the episode when they did. Can't think of the name of the episode. I don't know if it was the bet. They were doing the bet of the who could last longest with the hot neighbor. And as soon as they looked out the window and saw her, he left the room, came back in, and just, I'm out.
Yeah.
Was literally within like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
This is Michael Richards. There you go.
Some great lines that he and that's, to me, I'm like line driven. So if they deliver a joke that's memorable, like the one time where he decided to he couldn't wear whitey tighties anymore because he was trying to keep his sperm count up, and he walked in a room and he goes, "I'm out there and I'm loving it." One of the best lines of all time. It just makes me laugh every time I hear it.
And then the end of the episode, Jerry's walking down the street. He lays out the window. He's like, "Jerry, she's late."
Yes.
Like he wanted to have a kid. Like just imagine that world.
Yeah. That is, Seinfeld is such an iconic show. I think it set the stage for the modern sitcom.
I agree.
It is like one of my 3 shows that if I'm just had a bad day or I'm tired, I don't really want to focus, but I want something on. Seinfeld is always one of my go-tos.
We throw on Seinfeld every night.
Like
It's
going
like
to sleep.
we're going to sleep. That's like the white noise. It's just
Bad dream,
know.
you wake up, Seinfeld.
Seinfeld's on.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll keep it up, man. It's funny that you picked him because my 1-1 was
I hate this. Damn
George
it.
Costanza. I mean,
That would
I
have been
love, I love
next.
Kramer. I do. My wife loves him even more. The hijinks. I mean, it's great. I can't say anything bad about Kramer, but there's something in me that just loves the lying, the conniving, all the schemes, the self-centeredness, all of it. George Costanza to me has the funniest quirks about his personality. While Kramer does some of the funniest things, I think George's personality is probably for me the funniest that I've ever seen.
Well, and I think
I
he's
constantly go back to it.
He's a character that everybody knows somebody like George. I think like Kramer, you might not he's over the top, and I didn't realize this until recently, but the writers of the show, that is Larry David.
Oh, yeah, I
who
knew
was
that,
George
yeah.
Costanza.
Yeah, that's you can see it too when you watch his show. One of my favorite things is the whole shenanigans with his fiance. Just the whole thing.
Kills
the
her.
whole thing. She dies. Yeah. But then when he does the foundation, the parents press him on it, and he keeps lying to them, and he goes,
drives all the way to the
Hamptons.
Yeah. Another great episode is Bubble Boy.
Bubble Boy.
When they're playing Trivia Pursuit. Wrong. Moops. It's not Moops. Yeah, so many good lines from George Costanza.
Importer, exporter.
Yeah. When he was in
Art
Always wanted to be an architect.
Taking a crap, and the phone rang, and he's like, "Our ventilator," and he falls down, and Jerry comes in, and "You want to be my latex?" That was just in his underwear.
Yes,
and then a couple episodes, he started taking his shirt off when he go to the bathroom. So he was at a party, and he comes out one time, and he forgot to put his shirt back on, and he's all just total hair everywhere. He's walking around without noticing.
It's such a good character.
Is he putting a lane? Going a lane rock?
No. I couldn't go. In fact, I'll be honest. There's another character I'd go before Lane, but on Seinfeld. But I'm gonna go this is one of my favorite. I think he's Kramer-esque. Dwight Schrute. I'm a huge Office fan. I don't think you guys are as big of Office fans.
I've never
enjoyed
it.
I'm sad that you haven't given it a shot because I do think it is in my top 3 shows of all time.
Shows or comedies?
Sitcoms.
Okay.
Sitcoms. it's another one. That's my other next to Seinfeld. That if I'm looking for background noise, I'm turning it on. The lines are memorable.
It might be in my top 5.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, the whole thing about like how they're always able to trick him. They're always able to kind of joke with him at his expense. He gets married in a grave because that's how you end up life. Just the quirkiness of the Amish. I love Dwight Schrute, so that's my unfortunately 1-3.
All right.
It's not bad. Not bad. It's not bad. Not bad.
Weird. My number 2, Al Bundy.
Yeah, I knew you were going to go here.
He was epitaph of how I was growing up. There was 2 main characters that made me become super sarcastic, making fun of people, hating life in the world, and that was Al Bundy. Like, he never missed a chance. Anytime there was a way to put somebody down, he made that joke.
Yeah. His kids, his neighbor, his wife. Yeah.
And the episodes with his neighbor, when they would build stuff, were the funniest ones. They put an antenna up top and they would fall down. They were making a workbench and they hammered something into his forearm. But then like he loved making fun of fat women, which who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
And like woman was taking a tan and she was like, "You're in my sun." He's like, "You're asking a whole lot out of the sun."
Did you like? Is there a line that like when you hear it is iconic? Because I have one with El Bundy, a line I love.
Well,
I always go back to Polk High.
The talk about
4
the
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
Yeah. Another,
The highlight from it.
yeah. My favorite line is when Peg says, "Tell me you love me," and he goes, "Peg, I love bowling. I love beer. I won't dirty the word by using it on you." I love that line. It's such a...
If you haven't seen the show, because there's a lot of young, if I clip this, there'll be a lot of young people that see this.
Yeah.
Go
You
on
should see
YouTube.
it.
Just search up Al Bundy's best burns. There's a bunch of compilations. You get an idea what the show is.
It may offend if you're, your
it almost took
sensibilities.
down television.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
it
one
was,
scene-
It was risque for the time.
Yeah.
Now it would be like, oh my gosh.
Him and Peggy were there. She was in the kitchen. He was on the couch, and she's like, "Can you get me a drink?" And he wipes his forehead and like flings the sweat at her.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
All right. All right, here we go. I got a few here. I'm not sure where I want to. I kind of want to take one that I know you're going to want to take right now.
So I mean, like kind of like when Jay took the one that I was going to take for horse names,
Yeah.
and screwed the 1-1 right up.
Yeah, no. I'm going to go back in the day a little bit. This is near and dear to my heart. I grew up watching this because my father really used to like a lot of the older shows, but
Gilligan.
I'm going to go with Ralph Cramden.
Oh.
I love the Honeymooners. We used to have them on
Did
tape.
you ever watch the Honeymooners? Jay?
Yeah, I've seen episodes.
Yeah.
Did you like it when he threatened his wife?
Yeah, it was funny. I say it to my wife now.
Did she watch it?
My wife, yeah, she's
like-
watched some
okay,
of it.
so she knows that.
Yeah. One of these days. But I just feel like it still holds up. If you put the show on now and watch it, it's funny. And I think his character was kind of, for a long time, what other male characters in shows were based on. I don't think anybody was as good as him because I forget what's his name. Jackie Gleason was just kind of like a singular talent. But the Honeymooners, I still watch it. I have the collection on
Yeah.
Fandango, whatever it is.
So this is one I haven't. I've watched episodes, but I've never watched the whole
I've
entire
watched
series.
basically the whole thing.
Yeah.
You've never?
There was a gnat. No, I've seen episode and episode. I haven't seen the whole thing.
There's some funny stuff. You guys should watch it. It's worth watching.
Yeah. So
It's
I'm
funny,
gonna
man.
I'm gonna go. I'm
you
actually
said that.
happy
It's
that
funny.
you didn't take this. I was a little nervous.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna take.
I,
knew you
I
were
love
going
this guy. I believe that
Ron Swanson.
if this actor kept this persona, he could run and win the Republican convention as president. He is the prototypical type A, hard driving male character, and that is Ron Swanson. So many good lines. My favorite line is when he is looking to eat. He walks into a diner and he goes, "Son, I need you to cook all the eggs and all the bacon and bring it out here." And the guy starts walking to the back and he goes, "Stop. I think what you think I'm saying is cook some of the bacon and eggs, all." I just like everything about him was over the top. I love the character.
Reminded me of when I forget her name, but Aubrey Plaza when she brings him to
yes,
that
yes.
market where they have the vegan bacon.
April Ludgate.
And they tell him it's vegan. He takes it.
Yes.
And he throws
it away.
Another, please.
Yes.
He gives it to her, throws it in the trash.
Yeah. Another great episode is when him and Rob's character.
Lowe?
Yeah, Rob Lowe's character. They get into a burger cook-off and he makes a turkey burger with all this like truffle oil and like all this special stuff. And then Ron cooks meat. He goes, "Meat, bun, use ketchup if you want." And they're like, "Oh, this is better. This is better." Like everything about the character just made me laugh. And honestly, like another show that is pure comfort. And I think one of the shows that ended best, like it wrapped itself up in a way that was super satisfying for, if you like the show. So
I like one episode, it was early on, that he went to a strip club and he just went there just for the buffet.
Yes. Had the best buffet.
He
Yes.
would talk about how great the buffet was.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. We've all been there.
I've been to a strip club to eat.
What
did
did
you
you
drinks?
eat there? What did you eat?
They have really good wings.
They have crab legs?
No, they have wings. The wings were really good.
Okay.
Jersey?
Yeah.
Do they have like a lot of one-legged hookers?
Wow.
Strippers?
I don't think they like to be called.
Why would you think they would be
It's
one-legged?
Jersey.
No, they had some nice ladies.
The water. I lived in Jersey, okay?
You lived, you didn't live
did.
where I lived.
He lived in Jersey, but he was...
South Hoboken. That was
You
me.
lived in South Jersey.
South
In
Hoboken.
the sticks. You're basically a hillbilly.
In Jersey Hillbilly.
Yeah.
What'd you point at?
The whole southern New Jersey is like farmland. That's
like
where
where
he
Mark's
lives.
from, right? The beach?
No, the beach is the beach. He lived like in the farms.
Touche.
Twisted Tips, Mark. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a beach guy.
So number 3, old school, The Fonz.
Oh,
That's a good one.
yeah. Satisfying show.
Fonzie. Hey.
We watched it as a kid.
Yeah, we did.
Everybody knows
The Fonz.
how cool he was. He wasn't even a vital part of the show. About two and a half seasons in, it was like he just became the show.
Yep.
Which kind of sucked for Ron Howard because it was supposed to be about him and his family.
Yeah.
I think Ron's rebounded
Yeah,
nicely.
he did well.
Yeah.
He had a good
okay.
career.
One of the greatest openings. I mean, like theme song, you
Yeah.
knew immediately, like it,
Well, that's another draft.
Yeah.
I mean, just
It is another draft.
when he came in and he hit the jukebox, I'm going to Google that.
Yeah.
It immediately played like whatever song he was trying to get. And
Yeah.
it was just cool. And
Unrealistic, but yes.
and it did invent the unfortunately the common phrase "jump the shark"
Jump in the shark, yeah.
because there was a really bad episode of him skiing in the water and he literally jumped the shark.
Yeah.
And now they use that phrase for
When
when
you
the
kinda
show
give
is
up
going
on an
downhill.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely jumped the shark with a bathing suit and the leather jacket on.
He did. He did. Yeah, he did.
You gotta have the leather jacket.
But I mean, some great spin-offs too, like Laverne and Shirley spun off from
Yep.
there. Mork and Mindy, I believe, spun off
Think
from
so,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. Kind of crazy, but yeah.
Rest in peace, Robin Williams.
Yeah.
next up.
He was on that show.
Okay.
So
No one was arguing. You're staring at
you
me
looked
like
at me like I said something. Did you just pick?
Fonzie.
All right, my turn, right?
Wow.
We had a whole discussion.
3, 4. I have 5 stars here. I have 3 spots. Whatever shall I
Well,
do?
the thing is too, like you tend to like shows so much.
There's shows I like here. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but
No, but like for me, I could pick 3 characters right off Parks and Rec.
yeah,
And
it's the same.
I don't want to do that, because I want to be well-rounded.
I have 2 more of Seinfeld I can pick.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think we have one that is shared.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, so this is going to be another personal fave for me. I'm going with Doug Heffernan. I love King of Queens. I think he's one of the best, the funniest characters. I mean, his father-in-law could be too, Arthur Stiller. But King of Queens, man.
Just this is Trisha's go-to. Like this is her comfort
This is
show.
comfort food for me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just funny. He's stupid. He's very relatable. Just a guy with a wife that's ragging him all the time. He drinks too much. He eats too much. Doesn't exercise enough. He's not good enough.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good show, and like when I watch
love
it,
I love this show.
I actually, and this is kind of somewhat of a humble flex,
Oh boy.
but his friend
Deacon? Yeah.
I actually got to know Deacon.
Yeah, you've told us.
Yeah, and he was a great guy, but he did say that Doug's wife
Yeah.
on the show,
Yeah.
real life,
She's not
same,
like that.
same person.
Same like
Yeah,
she's,
yeah, same
seems like
person.
it, yeah.
You know, kind of domineering, a little bit bitchy. You know.
Yeah, she's from Queens, I think.
There you go.
It's kind of her personality.
She had escaped Scientology.
Yeah, I watched that.
She
It was
did,
pretty
yeah,
interesting.
it was an awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. But Doug Heffernan is like the he's like the everyday guy. Just works a normal job, no extreme circumstances.
And I got
That's why I like him.
like I almost feel like this, and this is not true of most of our episodes. I feel like we could go 10.
Yeah, I got a lot.
I'm gonna leave.
We'll do. Let's leave some time for honorable mentions here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, honorable
You
mentions.
agree?
Good idea.
All right.
I concur.
Nice. Who's that?
I'm gonna make sure I'm spelling it right.
Yeah, there's a spell checker out there somewhere.
Yeah, there always is a spell checker. We have a friend. I'm Joey
a
Tribbiani
friend.
from Friends. Friends is kind of like it's a hit now with like all the kids that are young that I work with, the younger generation. They love Friends,
Yeah.
visiting the set up in New York and all that kind of stuff. But it was a satisfying show. Some of the best times in my marriage
Yeah.
was we had 3 couples every week back then when you didn't have
Used to watch Friends together.
yeah, we'd get together. Our kids were all young. We'd watch Friends, have dinner. Joey Tribbiani, I know so many guys
Yeah,
like
me too.
Joey.
I know
Yeah.
a lot of Joeys.
Cleveland, New York, New Jersey. It's that hotbed of Italian people.
He mostly Jamals and what else?
Yeah.
Jameers.
Larynitises, but no, Joey
Yeah,
Tribbiani.
talk
Like
about the episode that's not on.
He was my favorite character, probably because he was Italian.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, so Joey Tribbiani.
Joey Tribbiani was my favorite part of the show. I didn't love Friends.
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
watch an episode.
Yeah.
I can't watch it like
I loved
just
it.
throw it on and leave it on.
I loved it when it came out because it was different. Like it really was another show that was kind of like
Yeah, it was like
very different.
groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was great then. I don't often put it back on and rewatch it. Like I don't. Like I think it had its time, but it didn't age as well for me compared to like Seinfeld or Parks and Rec. I can throw it on all the
He's
time.
funny though. He's like a stereotypical Italian guy.
Yeah.
I think he was tied a little too much, and he was funny. I like Joey.
Yeah.
But they tied him with Chandler, I think, way too much.
Yeah.
He didn't have enough standalone episodes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Of just him being funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made it about them two
Yeah.
into something.
Living together, the ducks, how they like
Cheers.
cut the
When they found the pornography,
doors.
when the pornography was on the TV.
But he likes sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah, who
Favorite
doesn't?
food was sandwiches.
Who doesn't? That might be my favorite food.
A good sandwich, man.
White bread, American cheese on the sandwich. Good call. Good call.
I believe that is your favorite sandwich, and that makes me sad for you.
That is sad.
A little bit of prosciutto.
Turkey, lettuce,
Thick cut turkey.
tomato.
And
Yeah, the boar's head.
fresh mutts.
What do you mean boar's head?
Like from the deli. Yeah, yeah.
Saying you could get it cut thick, or how do you get it?
I don't know.
You
Medium.
just tell them to cut it whatever.
What do you go
I
to?
don't
Is it like
shop,
turkey?
I'm
Are
the
you-
man.
Are you a turkey guy or like? What?
Grocery shop.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
boy.
First of all, I don't believe that. Secondly,
You don't believe what?
that he doesn't shop. I think he shops.
Yeah, he shops, but
Yeah, he shops.
No,
I
we-
definitely
no,
do almost
technically
all the
now we
shopping.
don't.
Yeah.
She uses a service that shops for us.
What does that even mean?
Well,
They go get it, which isn't bad. No. It
you
actually,
mean you get it? Yeah, everybody does that. Big.
no, we don't.
You
I
pick
still
the
like going to the
things?
store.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
they
well,
pick
I
it up.
do that too.
And then they deliver to your house.
Yeah.
I like going to the store.
It
I
You
does
called
say-
it a service.
It does save money because then you don't buy the
other stuff.
Oh, I'm at
Impulse
Target.
buys,
Oh, I'll
yeah.
get this. Oh, I'm at
Impulse
Target.
buys,
Oh, I'll
yeah.
get this. Oh, I'll get a blanket.
Well,
Oh,
listen, the other day I was, speaking of shopping in a store, I passed the Oreo aisle, and I do this every time I go
how many
to a
times do you
store.
pass it?
Cookie aisle?
Yeah, well, I always go buy the Oreos because I want to see what the new flavors are. Because I like a good, different flavored Oreo.
Yeah, you like something new in your mouth.
Yeah, something
Creamy?
yeah, in my mouth. Anyways, they have a Selena Gomez.
What's that taste like?
Yeah, so
Spicy?
I immediately shot a text to our friend Zach Marins
Yeah.
and said, "Look, Zach, or have you tried these already?" And he shot back immediately. He goes, "Huh, where would one have gotten those?" But the flavor is chocolate and cinnamon.
Ooh.
Yeah, exotic.
That sounds like
Zach
Selena.
Marin's got a really.
How many did you buy?
I didn't buy any because it didn't sound good. But he has a serious crush on Selena Gomez.
Good for him.
Have you watched her show? Only
Yeah.
Murders in the Building?
Yeah,
No.
It was all right. I watched the first season and a half. It just became too,
Predictable?
yeah.
Martin
Like I
Short has
predicted what you
a
were going to say?
Yeah.
Martin Short has a
Asshole.
type of humor that I can't watch a lot of.
Yeah.
Like to me, he's like the
I get what you're saying.
the movie the Married Father of the Bride.
Yeah.
Perfect bit role, good scenes, left you wanting more. He can't carry it for me.
Three Amigos was awesome, though, with him.
Fair.
That is a great
That's fair,
movie.
It was
yes.
an amazing movie.
Yes.
Especially they shot and killed the Invisible Man.
Yes. Yes.
Supposed to shoot up in the air. I didn't know he was over there.
Yeah.
It's a good bit.
Yeah. I'm glad I could pay homage.
Yep.
Number 4, Homer Simpson.
It's a good pick.
He's
one.
been around nearly 30 years.
Yep.
He's one of the best GIFs there is, the memes, the whole sliding into the bushes. So right there alone, like the kids know who he is just from the meme itself. The stupidity in the first 10 seasons of how perfect that show was, all the stuff he did, how lazy he was, but somehow he ended up being a good dad,
Yeah.
even though he would yell at them, choke them.
That was when the show was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's sad is it actually could be good now, but we all just kind of gave up on it.
Yeah.
So like, is it good?
I don't know.
Like, put that in the comments. Should I start watching it again?
I mean, if you see those, like they
Still on.
Simpsons predicted.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's
There's a
kind of
lot of
crazy.
them.
They have, yeah,
Like
like
Trump going down the escalator
No,
is mind-boggling.
it's kind of crazy. Some of the things that they've predicted.
But, I mean, they have a lot of episodes,
yeah.
too.
So there's
I mean,
a lot of fertile ground to mine for.
But that's pretty like specific to have Donald
But
Trump.
it was
go down.
his elevator and his building, so, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's feasible that you would think that he would.
No feasibility.
No, Conan is a psychic.
Yep. All right. Where do we go from here?
So this is
There's
where I
so
feel
many
like
places to go from here.
The episode takes like it's very like I don't think the first couple. I think there were a lot of overlap in who we liked. Now I think you're really starting to see the deep cuts, the personal stuff, the shows that like you liked. Like Doug isn't even on my list,
Yeah.
but I get like
This is not gonna be on your list either. I don't think either one of you guys watched the show, but I love this show, and I'm going Martin Lawrence, who played himself.
I watched that.
yeah. No,
And
there
Martin.
was a
Well,
was a
because
time.
this came up
Yeah, there was a
on
time.
another show, and Rocky acted like I was talking
Okay.
Swahili.
Oh, when he played the neighbor girl, the
He
woman.
played a bunch of characters on it.
She was, I don't remember her name. She was
Shanae.
hilarious. Yeah, she was
Yeah,
hilarious.
so like this is because I watched.
It was
Martin.
Nutty Professor before Nutty Professor.
Yeah. We watch Martin, but like, and I know this is going to sound
Careful.
kind of douchey.
Yeah.
Like I know it's going to sound kind of douchey. It's simple
But it is.
humor. I like,
Yeah,
like
it is.
I like layers.
let me stop you right there. Because you are sounding douchey, right?
Yeah, I know.
Because it's
I
a
know.
comedy. So
It's like slapstick.
it is slapstick.
Yeah.
But it's like a lot of the show was improvised. Like if you go back or if you just watch like the extra stuff on the seasons now you could get, like most of it was like an outline and they were just reacting off what he did. So when you watch the show knowing that you kind of see it in almost every scene. So that's what I liked about the show. It was simple.
Yeah.
He's just outrageous. He's
Yes.
like a great whatever he's doing well. And that's why, I mean, we still put it on. I still reference the show.
If it's on, like, I'll watch it.
I love that show.
But I'm not putting it on. It's like, for whatever reason, I like incredibly quirky
yeah,
comedies.
I can see that. Yeah.
Like, and even more, I like incredibly quirky characters.
I have a limit. Like, Office is my limit. When you watch like Community, I can't take too much of it because it's too much quirk.
God,
It takes me out of it because I know that like it's like I don't know how to explain it. I get annoyed by it when it's like over the top. But like Office is right in the middle where it was like quirky. It was still a little bit like a normal sitcom.
yeah, it had a good love story. You kind of rooted for him, like,
I'm sorry. I know you.
Well, I'd say Martin Lawrence also, because of his lead-in, Living Single came on after that,
Yeah.
which was a huge hit also.
It's a big show.
And it had kind of sparked Queen Latifah to be
an
not
actress,
not just a
rapper,
somewhat famous rapper.
she's honestly, like, there's a whole generation of people that know her as an actress or actor, not a
Queen
rapper, which is
Latifah,
kind of
yeah.
crazy,
I mean, her first name is Queen.
Queen, yeah.
Yeah.
We've all seen The Holiday. I know that. Right?
Yeah, it's actually a really good show. Yeah, really good movie.
That is actually a good movie.
Yeah, it is. No, it is.
That's my favorite movie that she's made.
Yeah.
I don't like Chicago.
Trying to think what my favorite, but we digress. I'm going to go right with Stewie Griffin.
I thought about this.
It's just so outlandish, everything about him. Again, quirky character. I like the idea that he's a baby, but he's brilliant. There's a lot, like, I could watch TikToks of Stewie scenes for a long time. So
One of my favorite scenes, for some reason, Peter picked him up and he was like really hungry and he latched onto Peter's nipple.
I see that.
And he was trying to get milk out of it and he couldn't get any. And then he pulled back a little and pulled a hair out of his mouth. And it was just so hilarious.
yeah. I like when he's trying to get the money when he lets why can I not think of the dog's name?
Brian,
when he lets Brian borrow money and he's like, "Where's my money, Brian? Where's my money?" He just beats the crap out of him. I love the mommy. I love that. I do it all the time to Trish. She can't stand it when I do that.
Mommy,
Mom. What? Love you. It's great. So yeah, but this is tough because I'm leaving so many on.
We're gonna say them, right?
number
Yeah,
5.
Stuff.
I'll just say it, and I think you'll be able to guess it.
Oh, Tim the Two-Man
Scooby.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh, so I was like Scooby. It's like
I'm not very good at. I mean,
Weird
Scooby
take.
also
Weird
was pretty
take.
awesome. Scooby was pretty awesome, but yeah, Tim the Two-Man Taylor with all, of course, he would always do that one stupid thing. It was the tropes back in the day.
Yeah.
You do the stupid thing. By the end of the episode, he'd talk to his neighbor or his wife and be
Wilson,
like,
yeah.
"You can't really do that," and then he'd turn around and he would either buy something or fix the relationship with one of his sons.
Yeah.
And so it had a good message. It was hilarious pretty much from the beginning. It had Al, who was a really funny side character.
Yeah, great character.
Wilson, very underappreciated
He's very
in comedies.
Mr. Feeny-ish. Yeah.
His wife
you know
was
what? Yeah.
smart.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because the wife of the show wasn't just a throwaway dimwit
she was
wife.
good,
She was like just almost as funny, kept him straight. She had like a real prestigious job.
They had JTT, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
think
they
he got
launched a
into
career of
coke.
Pamela
Well,
Anderson.
Dang.
Allegedly.
Launched Pamela
Might have
Anderson's
been.
career.
They didn't launch Pamela Anderson.
She was on.
She was
Yeah,
the tool
she
girl,
was
right?
a tool girl, and they discovered her at a Canadian football game.
Cheerleader.
No, they saw her in the stands.
Spotted her.
Yep.
Good scout.
He's got some talent there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. All right, so I have like 15 names still.
I know it's bad.
I have 3 with stars.
How about I pick it for you at this point?
No, that's not good. No.
My gosh, every name on my list, I'm going to put as, what do you call it?
There's ones on here that I could kind of like. I gotta go with my heart here, man. It's one of these. It's gonna be so redundant, but I'm going Larry David.
Yeah. So okay, you cleared it up. You gave me my final choice because I was debating between Larry David and the guy I'm going to choose.
Larry David. I mean, it is George Costanza. It's George Costanza 2 and his own Curb Your Enthusiasm, which has been running now for like 12 seasons. Mm-hmm. I mean, for all the same reasons I like Costanza, it's Costanza without, network TV controlling what they're talking about. So it's even better.
It's crazy because it's been going forever. And Larry David, I think he's the id voice in most of our minds.
Yes.
The things that we think, and if we could get away with it, we would say. And he can because he's a freaking billionaire, doesn't give a damn.
Yeah.
So, but I appreciate you choosing that because I get to go with my heart. I love this show. I don't understand people that don't. And that show is Arrested Development. Some of the greatest lines.
Only when it was on Fox, though.
Yes. Tobias Fuke. The entire... I don't know if you ever watched the show.
No, we talked about this. I've watched like a couple episodes.
He's got a psychological condition, and it's called he's a never nude. So he can never be nude. So he wears cutoff jeans below. So there are so many scenes where he's having like a meltdown and he's taking like a bath and he's in cutoff jeans. And it's partly that physical humor of him shirtless with these cutoff jeans.
That's ridiculous.
Tobias Fuke. I love the character. I wish you'd watch it because I think you would just
I'll
absolutely
try.
love it.
I'll try. Okay.
There's 2 honorable mentions.
I got so many.
I got some.
That one it ties in with one of our shows. I'm sure you guys have seen The League. Raffi.
Yes.
Oh, Raffi just had so many. He had the pocket.
He was the
best.
Pocket
Dogs.
Pocket Dogs is what
It
I
was
saying.
hilarious.
Raffi's the best.
He'd always say how amazingly hot his sister was.
Yes.
And then
when he's giving his self-defense class.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then one time his Jewish brother-in-law was
Dirty Randy?
No, well, that's different. But Dirty Randy was
That was Rogan, right? Yeah, okay.
But he had his brother-in-law over, and he was at his brother-in-law's house, and his brother-in-law was in the bathroom pooping, and he busts in, and he's like, "Raph, I'm trying to poop." He's like, "Well, I just got pee. Just spread your legs, and I got good aim."
Yeah. No, that's a good one. I actually forgot about The League.
I did forget about The League, but Raffi, I love Raffi.
And just recently, I thought about like going back and rewatching it. I feel like everybody's got that guy in their league.
We don't have a Raffi. You have a Raffi? Let's not say names.
Yeah, I think that there are parts of people's personality in our league that could be Raffi-esque.
Who's your second?
Oh, I hate you.
Why, you don't want to do it?
I can't remember. I can't remember.
All right, I'll do some, and then
who was it?
So from Seinfeld, I had Newman.
Newman's great. I had Frank Costanza. I love
Frank. Yeah. All right. So
and the thing is, the same character he played on.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just him.
Just so funny. I like Newman. I forgot about Newman.
Steve Urkel.
Steve Urkel. Yeah.
These were more like ones that I wrote down that would just resonate.
Now I remember.
Yeah.
I got to go with the character's name because this is how I am.
I had Urkel. Then I had Uncle Jesse or Uncle Joey from Full House.
That's a good one. I forgot about that.
Fresh Prince, I had Will, Carlton, but mostly Uncle Phil I thought was the best character on that show. Dr. Huxtable, even though he's canceled, but on that show, I mean, it was a good character. I mean, really made his career.
If I would have gone 6, like I had another pick, it would have been Jake Peralta.
Oh, I just looked it up. I love Jake.
Oh, I love Jake Peralta.
Because I was going between him and there's technically 2 characters.
Yes.
But the 2 detectives that were basically one character and they were so stupid.
Yeah,
it was hilarious.
The other, like, the two guys.
2 old guys. 2 old guys, yeah. But Jake Peralta, I like Raffi has a role in there too. Yeah. Love his character in that. But no, Jake Peralta, that would have been 6. I struggled.
A bunch of lists I've
That's
seen
a
didn't
very
have
underrated
Peralta on
show.
it. They had the Chief.
Yeah, Holt.
Yeah.
Well,
just because he was so dry. So when he would deliver
Yeah.
an amazing joke, it made it twice as funny.
So here's the two that I was really debating on the fifth pick were Kenny Powers,
Yeah.
me spelling down, and then Lucy from I Love
Yeah.
Lucy because I like old shows, but I Love Lucy was still funny. So
Some of mine, I had
why you?
I didn't do anything.
I think Michael Scott was a great
Who
character.
laughs like that?
Like,
You.
I think he found a way to be an idiot and offensive and lovable in the same
He's
breath.
my favorite character on that show.
Yeah. Red Foreman. I
Oh,
loved
from
70 show.
70
Yeah.
show. Frank Reynolds. I love Danny DeVito. I love the character in Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
have you
Yeah.
watched it?
I've started
started?
watching it, and I love.
So I had Charlie from It's Always
yeah.
Sunny on here.
Well, there's honestly that's another show.
all
where
three of them. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
they're all pretty good.
Archie Bunker. I know we're going way back,
I thought about,
but he
doing it.
was a great character. He made us laugh, and we didn't realize that by laughing at what he said, we were kind of laughing at our own
Yeah.
stereotypes. You know?
What's the only other one? I had Tracy Jordan,
Yeah.
What's he from?
Dirty Rock.
Dirty Rock,
I
yeah.
Tracy Morgan.
I never saw that.
watch that?
Liz Lemon from 30 Rock. I had her, and I had Leslie Knope from Parks and Rec.
And Frasier. Not Frasier.
I had Frasier. Yep. Winston Schmidt from New Girl. Really funny character.
Never watched that.
Oh, you went Winston? I like.
Nick.
No, I like the.
I've seen clips of the show.
Winston.
Funny clips.
No, the main. Not the main
Schmidt.
guy. Schmidt.
Schmidt.
Because they had a whole show kind of
Well,
dedicated
this is
to
Winston
if,
Schmidt is
If there's a
the guy I'm talking about.
Oh, that's his.
So they both were first names were Winston.
Okay,
It was
now.
Winston, and then it was.
They were debating if a towel is clean after you get a shower,
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
and it was freaking hilarious because
Yes.
then you think maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm cleaning the towel.
yes.
I'm clean. Why is the
That's
towel
what I've
dirty?
seen a bunch of clips from that show.
They had a lot.
I never watched it because I think the name
Yeah.
and like the way they promoted it threw me off. It seemed like it was gonna be like a drama kind of deal.
I mean, there are some lovable characters.
Yeah.
Nick is hilarious. Schmidt has one of the best lines about Nick's brain, how he thinks. It's like this. It's like a 40-second scene, but every word makes you laugh. It's about like, I'll play it for you. Gob Bluth. I loved Gob from Arrested Development. I think he has the single funniest line in TV. It cracks me up every time I see it. I make Trish watch it. She can't stand it. I do tend to fixate on lines, and this line I can't get past.
Phil Dunphy, I see over there.
Yeah. Sheldon Cooper. I like that. It's my phone.
Okay. You got a lot, huh?
April Ludgate.
You just want to take over the show? We'll leave.
I'm telling you, there's so many good Chandler Bing I had. There's so many good characters.
That's definitely one of the best lines when you say it. Like, could it be any?
Yeah, could it be any? Yeah. Well, but that's all I had. You want to recap here?
Yeah, let's do that.
So,
Forgot about
Jay,
that.
you were first.
Team Sitcom Sit Down. Number one, Kramer, Al Bundy, The Fonzie, Homer, and Tim Taylor.
All right, team syndication went with George Costanza, Ralph Crandon, Doug Heffernan, Martin Lawrence, and Larry David.
I think you started and finished incredibly strong.
Okay,
Same character. No, I mean same character. Like you started
It's the
with
same
George, you
character.
ended with.
I didn't want to pick him because of that, but
And 2 and 3, 2 and 4, women beaters.
2 and 4. Did Martin?
Yeah, that's why she left the show.
No, no.
Yeah, in real
It was- No, he was like trying to date her.
I think
Yeah,
he did.
no.
I think it was other stuff.
No, it wasn't. It was like he was like obsessed with her.
I can't blame him there. She
He
was,
was
a beautiful
trying to
woman.
She was pretty.
Yeah. All right, B-roll
something
actors.
Campbell.
We had
Tisha.
Dwight Schrute, Ron Swanson,
Allegedly.
Joey Tribbiani, Stewie Griffin, and Tobias Fuke.
Few K.
Fuke. Never knew.
I don't give a few K.
Yeah. Anyways, that is the show. We would love for you to go to our YouTube channel.
We'd love it if
and
you're not there right
watch
now.
our stuff. We're again Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X. Like, subscribe. Give us episodes that you'd like to see us do. We did one a couple weeks ago that a fan suggested, and I thought it was a great episode.
Yeah.
So anyways, we appreciate you watching, you listening. Peace out.
Peace.